1 minute to understand the origin of DC character Absolute Bane. If Bane in the main universe is a strong man, then Absolute Bane in the Absolute Universe is a pure steroid monster. In the comics, when Absolute Batman first fought him, Absolute Bane completely overwhelmed and defeated the Dark Knight. Bane was born on a Caribbean island nation called Santa Prisca. This country was rich in resources, and thus, in its history, Santa Prisca had always suffered invasions from other countries. Facing invaders, the people of this nation would rise up and resist, but they would drive one out, only for another to quickly invade them. Therefore, the people of Santa Prisca were constantly repeating this act of resisting invaders. Bane's grandfather was the leader of the country's oldest resistance organization, Free Sky. From a young age, Bane had been learning how to fight wars. He was born on the battlefield and grew up among the militia. When he grew up, he took over the leadership of Free Sky from his father. The symbol of Free Sky was a black flag emblazoned with a royal quetzal. The royal quetzal is the national bird of Santa Prisca. In Mayan and Aztec legends, this bird is the embodiment of the feathered serpent god, representing the sky and freedom. When he was a child, Bane's father once asked him if he could see their victory through this flag. Bane immediately gave an affirmative answer, but the truth was, he didn't see it, even when he took hallucinogenic substances to force himself into a vision. All he saw was a raging fire. Furthermore, in this vision, the flag symbolizing freedom had its bird transform into a skull-like pattern. Many years passed after that, and Bane gradually learned how to become a leader. Under his leadership, Free Sky successfully occupied the capital. However, this occupation lasted only 3 days. On the 4th day, armies from other countries suppressed them. Bane, his father, and other survivors of Free Sky were all imprisoned in Pena Duro prison. This was a prison located on the coast. Every night, the prison cells would be submerged by seawater. Because of this, prisoners could only sleep by clinging to the steel bars on the cell ceiling. As time passed, Bane gradually adapted to prison life. Every morning, he had to pick parasites from his skin, and then hunt for rats to replenish his energy. But not everyone could endure this brutal life. Every now and then, some members of Free Sky would suffer mental breakdowns. They blamed everything on Bane's father. And when these men planned to take revenge on Bane's father, Bane had no choice but to turn his fists against his former comrades. Many more years passed after that. The banner of Free Sky slowly reappeared in the prison. Those with weak wills had long since broken down. Only the tough ones remained. Bane had grown from a boy into a man. Not only his muscles developed robustly, but also his ambition. Under Bane's leadership, the prisoners launched a jailbreak. They dried fish guts to make ropes, and sharpened the tails of sea cockroaches into daggers. Using weapons crafted from the remains of these sea creatures, they successfully took over the prison. Afterward, holding their makeshift weapons, everyone rushed towards the lifeboats on the beach. They wanted to go home, to return to their homes. On their way to the lifeboats, Bane's father secretly slipped him a mask made from the Free Sky flag and told Bane, "You are that bird of freedom." After saying this, his father quietly lowered his head and shed tears. It was clear that no matter the outcome, he was very proud of his son. And when Bane boarded the lifeboat bound for Santa Prisca, he put on his iconic mask. Next time, we'll continue sharing the birth of Absolute Bane.